Hello, and welcome to our last lesson. In this lesson, we'll be using the Houdini Crowd Procedural node to optimize our crowds, and finally, running our renders. So let's get started. In the last lesson, we saw that Houdini was struggling with the massive crowds that is present in our second camera. So to optimize it, we can take a Houdini Procedural Crowd node. I'll set the LOD camera. I'll copy the parameter from my Karma render settings and paste relative references. Then I can take a preview procedurals node. This is the node that allows us to preview a procedurally instance geometry that is being optimized during render time in the viewport. So we can click on visualize instances, and basically anything that is white is the default geometry that is coming in. The blue geometry is the instance geometry, and the green geometry is the prototype geometry, which is the geometry that the instances are being generated from. So we want to minimize the white agents that are coming in through this node. So you can do that by increasing the LOD threshold. Since it's a very wide angle, I'll set this to 1000. But based on your computer or how much time you have for render, it's better to keep this value as low as possible, since you will end up seeing some weird animations if your camera is too close and your LOD threshold is too high. So now we have almost no white agents coming in, which is good. You can play around with this value and see what works best for you. Once you're happy, we can turn off visualize instances, and I'll copy both of these nodes and paste it for all three of my cameras. Since my other two cameras are quite close, I'll keep the LOD threshold to 5. Again, I'll copy the parameter and paste the relative references for my LOD camera. We can visualize instances. So in this angle, we have to get most of our foreground characters as default characters, since we won't be getting away with instance geometry if the characters are this up close. Now, I'll do the same for my third camera, paste the relative references, and once you're happy with it, we can turn off visualize instances for all three cameras. Our crowds are ready to be rendered. So once you're happy with your crowd simulation and all your caches are coming through perfectly, you can select all the three USD render ops and click on render to disk. So that's it for this lesson and for this course as well. I'll see you in the next video where we'll be recapping everything that we have learned and discussing our next steps. Thanks for watching.